Did you know that after the age of 50, certain everyday routines might have a major impact on our health? Our bodies go through many changes as we age, increasing our susceptibility to health risks associated with our lifestyle. The good news is that by avoiding a few frequent mistakes, many of these dangers can be reduced. We'll talk about 5 typical yet harmful blunders that can endanger your health after the age of 50. These errors, which relate to nutrition, exercise, sleep, mental health, are supported by data and science. You can significantly raise your standard of living by being aware of these threats and taking appropriate action. Mistake number 1: ignoring diet. Our bodies experience major metabolic changes as we age. A slower metabolic rate, which makes it more difficult for the body to burn calories effectively, is one of the most noticeable. Weight gain and associated issues might result from continuing to eat the same kinds and amounts of food that we did when we were younger. Particularly dangerous are foods high in sugar, processed carbs, and saturated fats. They raise the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and other chronic illnesses in addition to causing weight gain. Furthermore, when the body's capacity to absorb specific minerals, such as calcium and vitamin B12, declines with age, nutritional shortages become more prevalent. Obesity is alarmingly linked to an elevated risk of 13 different forms of cancer, including colorectal and breast cancers, according to a study published in The Lancet. A balanced diet full of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean meats can also lower the risk of chronic illnesses by up to 80%, according to the World Health Organization. 4 out of 5 Americans over 50 are considered obese, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. This concerning statistic emphasizes how crucial dietary changes are to maintaining a healthy weight and general well-being. Focus on nutrient-dense diets to mitigate these hazards. Include foods high in fiber, such as fresh vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Good options for healthy proteins include fish, chicken, and plant-based sources. Use unsaturated fats from nuts, seeds, and olive oil in place of saturated fats. Additionally, cut back on sugar and salt, as too much of either can lead to diabetes and high blood pressure. Making meals at home is a sensible place to start. Mistake number 2: insufficient exercise. The foundation of good health, particularly as we age, is physical exercise. Regretfully, a large number of people over 50 live increasingly inactive lives. A number of health issues are exacerbated by this inactivity, such as sarcopenia, a loss of muscular mass, osteoporosis, and an elevated risk of cardiovascular disease. Sitting for extended periods of time, whether at a desk, watching TV, or traveling, can make these problems worse. Metabolic diseases, including type 2 diabetes and hypertension, are also associated with inactivity. Regular exercise can lower the chance of dying young by up to 30%. According to research published in JAMA Internal Medicine. Weight-bearing activities such as walking and strength training can increase bone density by up to 20%, lowering the risk of fractures, according to the National Osteoporosis Foundation. Only 25% of persons over 50 fulfill the World Health Organization's physical activity guidelines, despite these advantages. This suggests that there is a general need for more awareness and action. Increase your amount of exercise gradually, starting modestly. Since walking is gentle on the joints and doesn't require any extra equipment, it's a great low-impact workout to start with. Tai Chi and yoga are also excellent for increasing balance and flexibility. 2 to 3 times a week, including strength training activities to preserve bone health and muscle mass. Every day, try to get in at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise, such as dancing, swimming, or gardening. Mistake number 3: ignore sleep. Despite its importance to general health, sleep is frequently disregarded. Sleep disorders, including insomnia and sleep apnea, can be brought on by hormonal changes and lifestyle choices as we age. A higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline has been linked to getting less than 6 hours of sleep every night. Sleep deprivation has an impact on mental health as well, exacerbating anxiety, despair, and stress. Sleep deprivation over time can weaken your immune system and make you more prone to sickness. According to a Harvard University research, getting too little sleep raises your risk of Alzheimer's by 33%. According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, maintaining proper sleep hygiene supports mental clarity, emotional control, and physical well-being. Statistics show that 40% of persons over 50 say they have trouble falling asleep, yet many of them choose not to consult a doctor about their problems. Long-term health effects may result from this hesitation. Establish a regular sleep pattern and develop a relaxing nighttime ritual to enhance the quality of your sleep. Avoid bright lights and screens in the evening since they might interfere with your normal sleep-wake cycle. Think about methods of relaxation like deep breathing exercises or meditation. To rule out underlying illnesses like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome, see a healthcare provider if your sleep issues continue. Mistake number 4, ignoring mental health. Despite being equally as vital as physical health, mental health is sometimes overlooked when talking about aging. Social isolation, long-term stress, and life changes like retirement or the death of a loved one can all contribute to a deterioration in emotional well-being. In elderly folks, anxiety and depression are prevalent yet can go undiagnosed. Strong social bonds and cognitively challenging activities can dramatically lower the risk of depression and cognitive loss, according to research from the National Institute on Aging. It has also been demonstrated that mindfulness practice lowers stress and increases emotional resilience. Only a small percentage of persons over 50 seek care, despite the fact that 1 in 4 of them suffer from mental health problems. This emphasizes how important it is to raise awareness and make mental health resources more accessible. Participate in community activities, volunteer work, or club membership to maintain your social life. Engage in pastimes and pursuits that make you happy and push your thinking. If you're having trouble maintaining your mental well-being, think about getting counseling or therapy. Journaling and cultivating thankfulness are 2 more ways to improve mental health. Mistake number 5, ignoring health examinations. For the early identification and prevention of health problems, routine medical examinations are crucial. However, a lot of people steer clear of these visits because of fear, expense, or the belief that they are superfluous. Missing checks results in lost opportunity to track vital indicators such as bone density, cholesterol, and blood pressure. Conditions like osteoporosis or hypertension may go misdiagnosed and untreated as a result of this negligence. It has been demonstrated that preventive treatment enhances health outcomes and lowers long-term healthcare expenses. As the world's largest cause of mortality, cardiovascular illnesses may be prevented with routine checkups, according to the American Heart Association. About 40% of adults over 50 steer clear of health examinations. The significance of stressing the advantages of preventative care is highlighted by this data. Make routine visits to your primary care provider. Follow through on suggested screenings, including bone density tests, colonoscopies, and mammograms, and talk about any changes in your health. By continuing to take charge of your health, you can prevent problems down the road. In summary, we have covered 5 frequent errors that might compromise your health after the age of 50. Ignoring mental health, skipping medical checks, not exercising, eating poorly, and getting too little sleep. Every one of these elements is essential to preserving general well-being. Recall that investing in your health is an investment in your future. In the years to come, the little regular actions you take now, like making a healthy food choice, taking a walk, or making an appointment for a checkup, will add up. You have the ability to make your older years a period of happiness and vigor. Tell your loved ones about this video if you found it useful. Tell us in the comments which of these errors caught you off guard, or which adjustments you are motivated to make. Let's work together to put our health first and encourage one another as we age gracefully.